Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Scorpio. And just a reminder, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. And stick around for the end. I just want to tell you that. I have some announcements I want to go ahead and make. All right. So I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Scorpio. What does the universe want to tell Scorpio today? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords, the Chariot. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. The Six of Cups. For your opportunity, Scorpio, the King of Pentacles. And you've been watching me for a while, you know this is you hitting the lottery. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every individual deck. For me, this card is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. This is a loaded card. This is your opportunity. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, what is your challenge? We have the Page of Swords. You have a lot of pages. We have the Page of Pentacles, Wands, and Swords. The only one we're missing is the Page of, what is it, Cups. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look around the room. Okay, so and we have one major arcana. That's going to be the Chariot. One ace so far, and that is the Ace of Cups. And then, of course, you've got the lottery card. And then we've got court cards. Interesting. One minor arcana, which is the Six of Cups. So this is interesting. All right, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first I'm going to go ahead and look at your energy. So your recent past, we've got this Page of Pentacles. They're called boons in this deck. This is my Hamlet card, to act or not to act, to be or not to be. This is you really deciding, should I eat from the gingerbread house or not? There's something in the 3D that you're trying to figure out if you should do. It's not so much that you're stalled out, it's that you don't want to make a mistake. You're very careful, practical, grounded, stable, secure right now. But because this is a new opportunity and maybe a new beginning in something in the 3D, you're very cautious. You want to take one steady foot in front of the other, but you're not moving with the page. So this is you trying to figure it out. You're trying to remember any lessons you might have been taught about whatever incident it is that you're encountering. And I think it's really more of an opportunity. And again, the 3D, we're talking about relationships, platonic, romantic relationships. We're talking about having a pet. We're also talking about career, work, retirement. We're talking about education, your finances, your health, travel, everything in the 3D. And so this is something that's definitely coming in for you. Oh, you see my clip. Okay. And I just feel that you've got some type of indecision, but you're exhilarated and excited about something that's coming in. So that's your recent past. And I'll get clarifiers in a minute. Then we have this King of Swords energy. This is about you really looking at everything. Now that you have this young energy here, right? You're really trying to figure it out, something new, something exciting, but you're not sure. You're trying to figure it out. Here you're figuring it out. This is you with the sword energy, and swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. It's you looking for truth, communication. So now you're gathering all this information about something that you're looking at, and you're now synthesizing it in your head. You're also in the process of doing the dot connecting, right? So this is telling me that you're looking for some type of truth because you have something that you're working on that's coming in. There's something that you want to bring into fruition. And when we get to your near future, you have victory and success. So you're definitely doing the groundwork for something. And, this is that beautiful, beautiful Cancerian energy where you're in touch with your intuition as you're doing it and your fellow water sign. So this is really telling me that you're figuring it out. You're doing the work. You're making it happen. You're very patient on this because you want that success that's coming in for you. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. You really want that success. It's showing up everywhere in this reading. I can feel the energy. And I just want to say, Scorpio, no pain. No pain. No pain. We'll see what the clarifiers are, but these are the main cards that I'm clarifying. No pain, Scorpio, ever since we left Scorpio season and Scorpio moon. I don't know. Things are just so beautiful for you, Scorpio. Let's get some clarifiers. I'm so happy for you. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Swords, which is now here twice. He's a clarifier in your recent past, and he's the main card in your present. We have the Devil card with the Queen of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, so, and just full transparency, I also have placements in Scorpio, but it's on the big chart. It's not ascendant sun and moon. It's on the bigger chart, and it happens to be with, ta-da, tarot reading, any type of psychic work, any type of spiritual stuff. It's in with Scorpio. So we have this in your recent past, this Page of Pentacles being clarified by 2 more court cards. So this could be other people also. We have this Queen of Wands energy and the King of Swords. So as you're figuring this out, whatever this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, you're stepping into your power, but you're doing it from a very intellectual point of view. You're looking at everything, you're doing the groundwork, you're making sure that you're gathering all your information, and then you're going for it. So this could also be people around you that might be helping you. For example, this page, in some instances, because it's a new opportunity and they're not quite sure what to do, sometimes they need supervision or a mentor. So this could not just be your energy. Maybe you're getting a mentor to come in and help you, someone that maybe is an expert in that field to help give you adequate guidance to be able to make your own decisions so that you can self-actualize. It's that kind of energy. Whatever it is, you are definitely moving forward with it. You're making something happen. It's something that's in alignment for you, but it's something that you're really passionate about because this is the Queen of Fire, and she has no fear, but you're intellectualizing it. You're able to see several moves ahead, to see what it is that you want to create to transform your future, right? Because that's what it's all about. Okay, I got to turn my fan on. Okay. Then in your present, you have the King of Swords also. So same card, different deck. Okay. So this is the main card in your present being clarified by the Devil and the Queen of Cups. So as you're going through and whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life right now, this whole reading is full of people. It's not just you working on your own personal growth and development. There's some outside sources now that are coming in. Part of them, they might be toxic. They might be trying to block you from creating something. It could be a family member. It could be a coworker. Again, it could be a mentor. Maybe you did, if you went to an agency or an institution or something, and you're not just dealing with one person that maybe is out for your best interest, and then you have another person that maybe they don't like their job and they don't show up for work intellectually, right? They show up physically, but they could not give a shit about helping you. They just kind of like check the boxes off and hand you something. They're not in it for you, right? They're not taking ownership of that job. That's a bad employee, but you know what? There's a lot of them out there. And this is that kind of energy. It's someone that's really not there to help you. You know, like they could see that, you know, if they would have checked this box, they would save you $5,000 in taxes, but they're not because they hate their job and they don't want to help anybody but themselves. So they're not going to tick the box and you're not aware of it. It's that kind of an energy. That's what this person is. So if it's a business, you've got someone that is, you know, and they might even enjoy doing that to people. Right? So it's that kind of energy. You have a toxic individual around you, and it could be more than one. And that person is kind of throwing a wrench in everything. This is you trying to rise above it. This is you following your heart. This is you taking the high road, getting in touch with your intuition and allowing your intuition to guide you. This is you really coming at it from a place of love because you're following something with a lot of passion that you're interested in with this other queen, with the Queen of Wands. This is a passionate start for something. She has her enthusiasm, her charm, her charisma. She's bold, she's courageous, and she's going to go for it and self-actualize. This queen is right there with her. This queen is not about self-actualization in that way. This queen's tapped into love, her emotions, her connection to source. And this queen is allowing you to take the high road. This queen is allowing you to tap into your intuition to recognize the type of toxic individual that's around you and not let it interfere. But that toxic person is definitely going to throw a wrench in everything, but you have to be smart enough to see it and recognize it. Let's say it is that business situation where you've got that bitter employee. You need to be smart enough to ask for another person to help you, to not just accept that one employee. You need to ask for somebody else that they can help you. And it might be uncomfortable, but you need to look out for yourself and for the betterment of what it is that you're working on. You need to go around that person, right? It's kind of like when you call customer service and you get an idiot. You hang up and you call back and you get some other person that answers, hopefully, if there's a big call center, and maybe the next person is more equipped to basically be able to handle your situation. It's that kind of energy, and let me tell you, that happens all the time. So it's that kind of energy. Like half the people that are working, I hate to say it because I'm a pretty positive person, but incompetency is everywhere, and you just have to learn to work around it to get the right person that is competent, because there's a lot out there. There's just unfortunately a lot that aren't. Then in your near future, we have the Chariot. So this is about you having that victory and success going forward in your life. I don't feel that you're looking back at anything. I feel that you're just looking forward, and you're trying to create something in your life. And you do have other people around you. You're looking to create your idealized life. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and that's the Tree of Life. So you're looking for your friends, your family, your pets. You're looking at leaving a legacy behind. This is finances, education, housing. You know, if you have your own business or retirement plan. I mean, like everything is right here, your idealized version of the 3D. It's right here, and you've got victory and success. So you are definitely going down the right path for you. If this sounds like you're reading something you're going through, then this is your reading, because I can't read for everybody. And then we've got the Hierophant. So this is about you really doing something that is in alignment for you. You like the structure, you like your routine of what you have right now. This is bringing you a lot of downloads. I think you're getting a lot of spiritual guidance on something that's coming in for you, because I think it is a big transition that you're going through in your life right now. I think that there's something big that's allowing you to switch some structures around in your life, whether it's going to be family, friends, career, maybe you're relocating. I think that it's allowing you to start make some decisions that you're pivoting on to get to your idealized life. You're really striving right now, Scorpio. I don't feel like you're in any pain. I feel like you've got clarity, and I feel like you're getting some blessings that are coming in. And that's how the readings have been. I can't remember them all, but I mean, that's how it feels like the readings have been, is that you really have a lot of beautiful things coming in for you. No pain, Scorpio. That is amazing. And this is part of it. I think you're imparting a lot of your truth and information to other people around you that maybe you didn't before, and now you're more willing to share with them. Wow, that is your current energy that's coming in. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have 3 cards for that. We have the Ace of Cups, a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. We have the Page of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So let's start with this Ace. This is a beautiful card. This is really talking about you having a new beginning in love. This is a new connection to source, or a deepening of your connection to source. This is you getting in touch with your emotions. This is you really getting in touch with your intuition, and it's all interconnected. One might feel stronger than the other at times, but this is about you really getting tapped in. You're being in the flow, right? That mind, body, soul, you're in the flow as you go up. I always do this because to me, I channel, right? So for me, it's a connection to source. It comes right down in my heart, and it continues to go up through the mind, and it's that connection. So you're in that flow of the universe of love, and that's something that's coming through. What this is saying to me is that you have this beautiful, majestic swan. This is the reflection in the water of the swan with a tiara and a jeweled necklace. This is a reminder that you are noble, that you are divine. So this is going back to your divine blueprint. What is it that you want to create for yourself? And if you have strayed from your noble past or being noble, it's an excellent time for you to come back to that. To come back to that sense of integrity, to doing what is right, and to really standing in your truth and who you really are, with that kind of pride and in the beauty and love that you have inside you, right? Because you can choose whichever path you want to go down, the light, the dark, in between. But this is about you really choosing the light. You're choosing love, because this is the cup of love. So this is something that really resonates. This is something that Spirit is saying, choose love. Choose to be noble. It's not just a loving vibration. Act. Choose to be noble. You know, it's kind of like if you're walking your dog and your dog poops in somebody's yard and it's at night, do you pick it up or do you leave it? Well, if you pick it up when no one's watching, then you do have that kind of integrity. If you leave it when no one's around, well, that can be a little questionable. Now, I know that's silly, but think about it. Are you going to go pick it up or not? Are you a good neighbor? So it's about thinking about things like that. So, of course, it's easy to leave it at night, but you want to pick it up. You don't want that in the neighborhood. You don't want to eventually step in it. You don't want it. If everybody did that, then there's poop everywhere. You don't want the flies. You don't want the smell, right? So you really think about it. It's not just the one pile. You're looking at the pride in your community, right? So it's that kind of feeling. Okay, that's enough of my lecture on that. But then we also have the Page of Wands. This is about you taking that first step with whatever it is that you're trying to create. You really just need to take that first step, take that bold, courageous step forward. Doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. The thing is, you need to start making these moves, take that step to put yourself out there. And then you see if you like it, if you don't like it. If it's, if you like it, then you're going to be successful. You're going to find a way. If not, then you know what? That's okay. At least you found out. You took that chance. Then we have the Six of Cups. This is you going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. This is you really getting tapped into your heart. This is the card of childhood and nostalgia also. So this is, to me, really getting in touch with things that made you happy. Reading a book, right? And I know that's not for everybody, but for her, it's reading a book. Using your imagination and your creativity, and see how we are all interconnected. The frog has a golden ball. A gnome on a toadstool, the fairy. The animals are rowing a boat, and the owl is reading a book. They are alive to her, and that's a reality. So it's about using your imagination and creating something special for yourself. You are the creator of your own universe. It really is true. Look how beautiful this card is. What if she wanted to make it like the opposite of that, like upside down world that we live in? What if she wanted to make it ugly? Would you be smiling when you saw this card? No, you wouldn't. That's why you want to keep going to the light. Keep going, and tap into this emotion. This is a card that's tapping into that type of love space before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. Because as we become adults, things happen. And I always look at it as someone that is a romantic, and maybe they've had a few bad things happen. And that pain and that hurt then turn to bitterness, and it makes them cynical, and they have that black crusting over their beautiful red heart. And that is a protective mechanism. So when you see someone that's bitter and cynical, usually, not always, but I would say usually, that's someone that was idealistic and romantic at one time, and the world hurt them one too many times. So it's about now knocking off the black crust and really digging deep and recovering yourself, recovering your noble self, and coming back to center, and really raising and elevating yourself in your life right now. And that's really something that is coming in from Spirit. And this is allowing you to basically live your life again in a higher vibration. All right, let's get some clarifiers. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Strength card, the Chariot, which is now here twice. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Chariot is literally right below the other Chariot. I'll show you in just a second when we get to it. That's amazing. I love how Spirit works. Okay. So here we go. We have this beautiful Ace of Cups being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit card. So this is the Lady of Luxury. This is this life of independence, knowing good things. She's an Epicurean. I mean, just, you know, really knowing what is beautiful and good in this world and having these luxuries. She has a laser focus. She's worked really hard to get here. She's independent, reliant, or self-reliant, and she knows her worth and value. And so this is something that Spirit is saying, as you're going back to being noble, to know your worth and value, know your position, know right from wrong, basically, and know what is good in this world. And that is you definitely striving towards it. You're doing the inner work. You're going within for enlightenment. You know what the truth really is. You know right from wrong. I say that because you're going back to being noble. So now you're correcting maybe some behaviors that have gone astray. You're coming back to the fold. You're coming back to your divine self. And that is something that's coming in very strong. I'm even getting the chills for it. You are going within. I think that you're really gaining this knowledge and wisdom right now from your past life experiences across the board. And that's allowing you to take your knowledge and wisdom and apply it towards something that's coming in for you. It's that practical application that's going to allow you to have a lot of depth in what it is that you're creating coming in. Then we have this Page of Wands, and he is being clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Strength card. This is about you getting all these gifts and blessings and omens coming in. So you're going to take that first step, and all these doors are going to open. You will see all these signs and omens coming in, all these gifts from the universe, and they come in really fast. The key is you taking that first step towards something and digging down into this strength and courage. This is you taming your inner beast, whatever that might be. Maybe it's self-doubt and you're pushing it down. You're like, no, I'm going to do it. You know, whatever it might be for you, you're going to tame that inner beast. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so powerful. I feel that you don't really have any fear. I just want to say that, but it's something about an inner beast. It's an inner voice that might be coming in, but you're going to find that you're very resilient, and it's going to be easy for you to tap into that. Then we get over here to the Six of Cups, and it's being clarified by the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. And so I want to show you the Chariot again. Let's see. So same card, different deck. This is the fairy wind that's carrying you away. This is in your recent past as the main card. Then this is a clarifier in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So these two clarifiers, this is really talking about victory and success, right? Moving forward. This is Julius Caesar riding into Rome. This is that will to power. This is success at its finest. He is not looking back, and he is absolutely in tune with his intuition and his guidance, and he knows what direction to take, how to slow down, how to turn to the left, turn to the right. Whatever he is doing, he is absolutely in tune with it, and everything works out for him. It all started with taking one steady foot in front of the other. It's starting about, okay, you taking that first step. Now, this knight is on a mission, and he takes his first step slow and steady. This is slow and steady wins the race. This is you putting one careful foot in front of the other, and you're not missing anything. You're very practical, stable, grounded, secure. You like your structure, and that allows you to incorporate structure in your life right now, and that's going to be part of your victory and success. You know, it's to keep your feet on the ground, not to be carried away by your emotions right now. But at the same time, you're opening your heart. You're knocking off any bitterness or cynicism if, in fact, you have some, right? So it's an excellent time for that. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to go ahead and look. Oh my God, I just looked over and I got reminded that we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Oh, here we go. Your opportunity is the King of Pentacles, Hermit, and all 4 aces. So you already have this Ace of Cups. So this means you have the Ace of Cups twice because it's in here and it's already here. So let me get some water for this. You guys know I talk a lot. Okay. So your opportunity is like hitting the lottery. This is a loaded card. You have the King of Pentacles. Your Knight is right here. Now we have the King. The King has arrived. The King is the ruler of the realm. And this King knows his worth and value. He knows the worth and value of his resources that he has, his pentacles, his coins. But it's not just finances. You're looking at friends. You're looking at knowledge. You're looking at anything that might be considered a resource, right? Something that's really valuable. And his friend is the Hermit. So this is you living your idealized life, but because of the Hermit is here, it's you having this enlightenment to know what is important and how to keep it. Because a lot of people, maybe they get an inheritance or maybe they win the lottery and then they lose it. They don't have enlightenment. They're on a different life path. That was a life lesson for them, and it was probably a painful one if they lost everything. But this is about you tapping into your inner resources and your strength in the 3D. So this is telling me that something big is coming in for you, that you have an opportunity coming in the 3D to strive towards your idealized life. You know what it is because you have that enlightenment. Now it's also all 4 aces. So we're looking at the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. All aces are new beginnings, and they are gifts and blessings from the universe. So you have 4 plus that 5th one there. So the first one is the Ace of Swords. It's you having that triumphant breakthrough in clarity. It's you really being able to see through something, maybe even for the first time, and that allows you to make a smart, wise decision on something. It's allowing you to see the truth for something. And it's also the sort of communication. So maybe you're also having to speak your truth in certain situations. Maybe you're having to share information. And, you know, for you to be able to have that ace, sometimes it's maybe even uncomfortable information. And that's why you're using your strength and courage to overcome something that's uncomfortable, to speak your truth, right? Maybe it's with your partner, maybe it's at work, maybe it's just some random situation, but it allows you to see that clarity that it's necessary for you to speak your truth. Then we have the Ace of Cups, which is right here. So you have 2 of these. So tapping into love, your emotions, your intuition, and your connection to source is very important in this reading, especially because the Chariot is here twice and the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. There's something about you really getting tapped into your heart, that water energy is coming in. And so with that Ace of Cups, the second Ace of Cups, you are looking at being in that flow. This is a new opportunity, a new beginning, again, for you to come back to the fold, to be noble, to come back and step into that, you know right from wrong, and to behave accordingly. You're taking the high road, and that is something that's going to elevate your spirit and elevate your character. Then we have the Ace of Wands. This is out with the old, in with the new, and it's a passionate new beginning. It's that spark of inspiration. So you have this excitement about something that's coming in for you, some type of an opportunity. And who wouldn't want that? Out with the old, in with the new. And if you are coming back to being noble, it's out with that old behavior and in with the new. If you are starting a business or doing something different along those lines, it's out with the old, in with the new, because you're making those necessary changes. Then we have the final ace, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. And the Ace of Pentacles is literally a golden opportunity that's presented to you. It's a new beginning in something in the 3D. It could be a relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, getting a pet, having a child. It could be your career, work. Again, it could be housing. It could be location, relocation. It can be travel. It can be retirement, your finances, your health. Everything in the 3D is up for grabs on that. I mean, it could be something as simple as, you know, your golden opportunity is getting a bicycle, you know, because that's something that you're striving for. Maybe you're focused on your health and you want to go out and get a bike and you want to ride your bike. Maybe it's a gym membership. You know, it doesn't have to be like something huge. It can be something as small as a gym membership. And you know what? That can change your life. You can get yourself back into shape. Maybe you meet friends there, whatever. Maybe you make new connections in business. It's something that is going to be a catalyst for you when these new beginnings come in, and you've got 4 here and then that 5th one. That's your opportunity, and I haven't even gotten the clarifiers yet, and I'll do that in a second. Let's look at your challenge. Challenge is the Page of Swords. So your challenge is to really think about something. So this tells me that you're a little lost. Your challenge is that you're lost, and you need to spend some time thinking to figure your way out of something. So this is asking some questions, you being very curious, and you're trying to gain some answers and connect the dots. So this is your challenge. So is your challenge impossible? No. Your challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it, whereas your opportunity is so easy, it's right there for you to pluck. It's not a big deal. This takes a little bit of effort, but when you do it, it's incredibly rewarding. So this is you being very curious, doing the groundwork to figure something out, using your head, not necessarily your heart. Your heart is everywhere, and that's good, but so is your head in this reading, by the way. There's a lot of sword energy, but for your challenge, it's for you to really tap into your head to figure something out. So let's see if there's a blockage, if that's what the challenge is, or if there's some complicating issues. So I'm being guided to shuffle this again. So let's go ahead and get those clarifiers. Oh my God, the King of Cups. I'm laughing because it's just like, I can't believe this reading's great. Okay, King of Cups, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. I'll tell you in a minute. The World card. Oh my God, the King of Pentacles. This is just crazy. Okay. You have so many court cards here. It's incredible. So let me show you. Wow. So we have the King of Pentacles. And by the way, I just pulled it right below. It's part of your, this is your opportunity. This is your challenge. Crazy. So, okay, the opportunity, King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, being clarified by King of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Can you believe it? Yeah, so you have the Queen here already of Cups, and now you have the King. So this is really, you're blending now in love, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, in addition to having the Ace of Cups twice. And then, yeah, so this is about you really being open to receive love right now. So there's an emphasis on your heart. So this is you, again, if you're feeling bitter or cynical or anything like that, this is about you opening that up, melting that bitterness or cynicism off, because you've got this heart energy everywhere, and that's your opportunity. So your opportunity is being clarified by the King of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. You need to be open to receive love. This could be divine love. This could be from a partner. This could be from yourself, because you need to love yourself before you go and love anybody else. If you don't love yourself, it's hard to love somebody else. You've got to love yourself, and sometimes that's a really hard pill for people to swallow. So it can be done. You need to do the inner work, and once you love yourself and you change that, my God, you should see the doors that open for you and how it just elevates and raises your vibration. So you need to work on that. The society is set up to tear people down. So turn off the news. It's all about fear and hate and all this other stuff. Really get rid of that. I'm sure most of the people that are watching this probably have already done that. But for those of you that are still watching it and you think you're not being affected, you are being affected. It's designed to affect you on a frequency level. So really start paying attention to that, because what's coming in for you is big heart energy. Still waters run deep. He is really tapped into his emotions, deep emotions, and he uses his intuition for that type of guidance. That's what's coming in for you. You're being guided by your heart for an opportunity. So that's going to be something you love. Maybe the opportunity is a relationship, romantic. Maybe it's a friend coming in. Maybe you're looking for companionship, or just someone that's like a buddy to go hang out with. You know, it's that kind of energy to have your heart open, being open to receive. That is your opportunity. Then we have your challenge. Your challenge is this Page of Cups. to really think about things and connect the dots. But you're curious about something. You really want to figure out the answers. And that is being clarified by the King of Pentacles again. Now, this card is not loaded. It's only that other deck. And the World card. So the King of Pentacles and the World. Wow. Again, striving for this opportunity, because that is your opportunity. So this is telling me, by you striving for that opportunity that you're curious about, that's how you're going to get out of this challenge, because you're going to the opportunity. And that's where you are in the world. You're walking through this portal to get to your next opportunity. Because this is the last card in the Major Arcana, by the way. It's the 21. And then you circle back to the Fool, which is the 0, and you begin the next chapter of your life. Everything is culminating right here, right now in your life. This is culminating. This is you living your idealized life. And this is you at the end of this chapter. You're taking your knowledge and your wisdom with you, and you're circling back to the next chapter in your life, which is the Fool, taking another leap of faith. Because we have these different chapters in our lives. And this is something coming in very strong for you, but you're thinking about it. For you to be able to get the answers, it's for you to look at your idealized life that you're striving for and step through this portal, this next stage of your life, and then you can grab it. Oh my God. That is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Wow. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You guys know I'm getting ready to travel. May 21st, I am headed to New Zealand and then Australia. Tasmania, I know you're a part of Australia. Tasmania, I am coming to you. And I'm reaching out to people today there. Just a FYI. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm going to post videos while I'm there. So look for that. But let me know where you're at, because I'm getting ready to travel domestically and internationally. And I'm taking a tally. I have a list. Wherever you are at, I'm definitely going to be going. More Europeans are commenting now. Thank you. And more people from Brazil are commenting now. Thank you. I am going there. Dubai. You're on the list. I just want to know how many people are actually there. The more comments I see, the more I'm going to put you, not first necessarily, but I'm definitely going to be going to that city, or that country. So definitely let me know. I'm definitely headed to Europe this fall. I'm going to be going to England, Scotland, and all of Scandinavia. So that is definitely a must do. So definitely let me know where you're at. I am part Danish and I am Scottish, so I am on my way there. It is going to be that Viking Celtic kind of trip. So I cannot wait to go. I'm super excited by it, and I am part English too, but I am majority Scottish. I think I'm last time I did the DNA test, I think I'm at 75% Scottish, and then Danish and English, and I think I've got this tiny amount of French in there. So anyways, I'm headed there. Just want to say that. Probably too much information, but hey. And then don't forget, on my YouTube channel, I have a join membership. There's 3 different tiers. If that's a way you'd like to support the channel, please go ahead and sign up. It's brand new, so it's just starting, but we have an excellent community. You see the people that show up here and watch the videos, and when I go live. So if you don't know, I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Thursdays it is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm in the morning, and it's wonderful. I love going live. I'm in my element. So when I go live, it is by donation, and I answer your questions. People submit their questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. Then when it's live, it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, SuperChat. And SuperChat price is a little bit more, and that's only because YouTube takes 40%. Otherwise, it would always be the same. But because of that differential, it's only fair to everybody involved that's a little higher. But look for that. If you've never seen an episode, please go back and watch a previous episode to get an idea what it's like. It is so much fun. Awesome community. We literally have a couple thousand people show up. I think last time it was 2,700. So, and the channel is just growing and growing. So we're going to get to the point where we're going to have 10,000 people show up in the evening. So this is your chance on getting in on it. It is so much fun. You can also go to my website, Ancient Oak. I'm reading my notes, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And there you can go ahead and sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. It'll let you know my itinerary and the courses that are coming up. You can book a session with me at my website, a missing person consultation, and go to the Learning Center there. That's where my 16-week manifestation masterclass is. If you do not know, if you're new here, I am an entrepreneur. I own my own company outside of being a psychic. I have been a master manifester from basically probably day one, but honestly, I had my first business at 13 and a half. I'm about to be 59. So I've been doing this for a very, very long time. If you're looking to manifest in a business, a person, place, thing, lifestyle, these techniques apply to all of that. For example, let's say you're looking for your soulmate. Well, you can manifest that person in. Let's say you're looking for a career. You can manifest that in. Do you still have to do work in the 3D? Yes, you do. But there's techniques that you do to attract it, to manifest it in, and it comes right in. It's wild. So if that's something you want to learn, definitely sign up for my class. And what else to tell you? I do private lessons also in tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. I also do the occasional interview. My last interview was with Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary. And that's in the, that's the interview. But let me just tell you, I have a section called Alison's Picks. Skin like butter. Check it out. Dr. Amir Karim's skincare. That's what I use. I absolutely love his products. I think they're the best. And then Rogers Hood Apothecary, I interviewed the founder, Kim Rogers, and we spoke about the parasite cleanse, the mold cleanse, the fulvic soak, and her lymph kit that's coming out, that came out yesterday. That was the launch. And it's a wealth of knowledge and information. She's phenomenal. I'm actually going to have her back as a guest. Watch the interview, because when I interview her the second time, you'll have that under your belt and you'll understand what we're going to be talking about the second time around, because I want her to go into a lot of depth about some other issues that are related to those cleanses. So definitely watch that. And then what else to tell you? I think that's it. That's probably a lot. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.